Hi everyone, I'm Hayley Jarvis, Head of Physical Activity. I'm sure many of you know me already. Um, I'm here briefly to give you an overview of the amazing We Are Undefeatable campaign and to let you know how you can get involved. Firstly, I wanted to give a big shout out to the physical activity team, many of whom you'll be working with already, but also to help you put faces to names if you need to contact any of the team. So physical activity doesn't have to be far, fast, long, or heavy, nor should movement be moralized or evangelicalized. It's not a miracle cure or a quick fix for deep-seated mental health problems. But when it's approached for a healthy balance, that means including things like rest days, often alongside talking therapy and medication. And when we start to see the benefits and enjoy it, whether that is alone or with other people, we know it can be life-changing and sometimes even life saving. But it doesn't work for everyone all the time, and that is okay. Sometimes rest is best. We're here as a team to support physical activity across Mind and across the Federation. And we thank you to all the local minds who are harnessing the benefit of physical activity right now. So, on to We Are Undefeatable. And just to give you a little background, we've been involved since the start. So back in 2016, we were invited to join Movement for All. So the Richmond group of charities, which is the leading health charities, had a physical activity working group to scope out how we could take some collective action around physical activity. And that coincided with our early work around Get Set to Go and the Mental Health Charter for Sport and Recreation. The We Are Undefeatable campaign itself launched in 2019 to support the 15 million people living in England with one or more long-term health condition. And the campaign is a massive team effort. As you can see there, the leading health charities, and 16 of us are involved, and it's funded by the Sport England and the National Lottery. And the campaign activation and the Movement for All team are based at Age UK. So they house the campaign and look after it for all of us. And the campaign mission is really clear: to encourage people with long-term health conditions, both physical health and mental health conditions, who can, to move in their own way. So since the launch, we've worked with the campaign and the Movement for All team of a whole wide range of ways, from sharing the content on Mind channels, on the websites, across the Federation, across social media. We've engaged loads of experts by experience to review the materials, to input to events. We've facilitated things like Facebook Lives on various social media with experts by experience for mental health key moments like Stress Awareness Month and things like that. And we've been embedding the campaign across our own work with the sport and physical activity sector, and where appropriate with campaign partners. Increasingly, we're creating a united voice to talk to healthcare professionals around the role of physical activity. So rather than each charity going in and talking about mental health, we're coming in together. Importantly, we've got a whole range of resources and tools to help people get started. So here's just one of them. Here is the 5 and 5 campaign, and that's something that's a really good leaflet. They've got downloadable guides where you can pick and mix the activities, and the whole premise is doing 5 activities in 5 minutes, and you don't even have to do it for that long. We use this for some of our own internal activation with staff, and we build in the different movements. But they're really easy to use resources that people can take home with them at the end of the day. There's also things like the Freedom of Movement films on there with Bill Bailey, and lots of hints, tips, and ideas to help people to get moving. So We Are Undefeatable, I guess, is something we've been involved in and we're really proud of and want to shout about, and we hope you do too. So how can you get involved? So it's really simple. I guess first and foremost, you can go onto the We Are Undefeatable website, the link is there, and click on the little supporters hub that we've circled there in red. And that's where you can sign up, and you can access all of the campaign collateral, the materials, the assets. But of course, there's all the stuff on the website that you can also access. Secondly, you can engage with your active partnership. So some of them have been really involved in We Are Undefeatable. They've run events, they've got funding, they've recruited their own local champions, and they've got really behind it. So if you're interested and you want to reach out to your active partnership. And then thirdly, keep an eye out on Connecting Minds. We have a new We Are Undefeatable website, and an exciting new app is coming this summer. So there's lots going on, and I guess really keen to activate it where appropriate. We think it's a brilliant campaign. So just a few ideas that we had. You could use the stories on your website, in social media. You could download the resources and you could use them in taster sessions, or perhaps if you're running a peer support group and you want to highlight the benefits of getting active, you could use them in terms of one of the quick activities that you run there. But also share with your wider teams, including outreach workers, peer support. You don't have to be an expert in physical activity to use these resources or to shout about the campaign. Okay, also got you just a quick shout out to a couple of other resources and tools that we've got. Many of you will be familiar with our Get Active pages on the main Mind website. So these are aimed at the general public. We've got our info resource. We've got things like the Get Set to Go plan. You can link into Side by Side, where you can tag information, tag conversations around physical activity and sport. We've also got things from A to Z of physical activity, runners bingo, and lots of resources on there. During the pandemic, we were particularly active in this space and have resources and tools to support. They might be things that you want to use, or if you need to write some info for your website, why not take the information that's already been there? It's been through the quality assurance checks and checks for people with lived experience. Also, just a quick reminder of the support for local minds. So we've got Connecting Minds and really trying to encourage conversations around physical activity and movement. We've got lots of resources and tools that are more sector facing on the sport pages of our website. Research reports, healthy relationships, stakeholder mapping, safeguarding. The list is endless. Resources for working with young people, you name it, we've got it on there. And if we haven't, drop us a line at Sport at Mind and we'll see if we can find it. We can also shout about your work in the Physical Activity e-newsletter and on our LinkedIn channel, which is a legacy from the Mental Health Charter for Sport and Recreation, so #SportMind. So if you're not following those things, get involved and share your work. We're really keen to talk about what you guys are doing too. And then finally, on this slide, just a reminder, we have the community of practice. So this is an opportunity to gain peer support and share learning in our physical activity community of practice. So I love to finish on a quote, and those of you that have been in sessions with me know that I love a quote. It energizes me. This is from John, who's one of our participants, and it's a bit like his mantra: your body, your mind, your pace, your time. We need to focus on how movement makes us feel and work with the good days and the bad days, and creating those environments where people can thrive. To round off, I want to say We Are Undefeatable is a great resource to help people get started, and I hope you can really engage and get involved with it. So finally, if you want to stay in touch, you know where to find us, and keep up the great work. You're doing some amazing work. Take care. Bye-bye.